Friday has been a great one. I just got back from a water park with my kid, my two boys, and one of their friends. So I apologize for being tardy. But you know what? We have a ton to cover today. We do have the trading room immediately after this. But before we get there, we really need to spend a little bit of time, a little bit of education talking about the three secrets. Oh, that's not going to work. Is it? I didn't realize that was going to be cut off there. Give me just a second. We can go with that, but I don't like it as much as this. All right, we'll go with this. Okay. The three secrets to wake up the millionaire trading genius inside of you. So I hope that sounds good. I apologize for the technical difficulties there, but we're just getting started. Peter, glad you made it here today. Leo, good afternoon to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And real quick, this is our legal disclaimer. Basically, it says, I'm just a random guy on the internet. Don't listen to anything that I say. And if you do so at your own risk. So with that out of the way, let's continue on here. Say hi and break the ice in the chat like Peter and Leo have done, because I am here to serve you. I hope that this is going to be an educational little bit for you here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christopher Yule. I've twice been awarded top 100 people in finance. I've been successfully trading in 2009. Here's a few different awards, a few different things about me, and here's a few other places you may have seen me on. But I do want to share with you real quick that I do want to give you the VIP Investors Toolkit that we have put together 100% for free, and more details will come about that in a little bit. But the first secret is that you really need to lose more often to grow your trading account. I know that sounds crazy, right? Like, who in the right mind wants to lose more often to grow their trading account, right? And it, thinking about it, right, it makes no sense. It makes no sense from the outset, right? We've all heard the stories of, to make it big in the market, you've got to have like 80% win rates, 90% win rates. You've got to just have every winner or every trade turn into a winner. And I'm here to tell you that that's just not true, right? But do you remember how whenever you first started trading, how exciting that was? That first trade feeling, right? I remember that like it was yesterday, right? The excitement of like, oh, I've studied, I've saved up my money, I've put it to work, and of course, it's the one stock that you buy that happens to go down, right? Of course, it's the one stock that you buy. Every other stock in the market is doing awesome, but the one stock that you buy is the one that goes down. Trust me, that happened to me all the time. Um, but we never hear of the struggles, right? We never hear of the struggles of the actual traders who have made it in the market, right? For me, I'm as open book as possible. I'm as transparent as you can possibly find. And everything that I've ever done is out on the internet because I've been doing this since like 2017. I've been making content, but you don't see a lot of people doing that, right? And the real stat is that 90% of traders lose 90% of their accounts the first 90 days of trading. And I was talking to somebody one day about when I first started trading that I blew up 2/3 of my account in 60 days. And they're like, hey, you did great. You are outperforming 90% of people. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, 90% of people lose 90% of their accounts the first 90 days. If you only lost 2/3, you're doing great. I was like, well, I guess I'm onto something here, right? But I'll never forget the first time that I blew up my account was the election night between Trump and Hillary. And put on your Wayback Caps and go back with me real quick. That night, I'll never forget because the market or all the news stations back when before we all realized it was fake news, all the news stations were talking about how Hillary was going to win. There is no way that Trump was going to win. And then the market, like the consensus was that the market was going to tank if Trump wins and go up if Hillary wins. So I put on this spread called the call ratio back spread. Details of that don't matter. But basically, I would make a ton of money if the market went up, and I would make a little bit of money if the market went down. But if it just sat in one place, I wouldn't make anything, and I actually lose a lot. So that night came through, and then all these states getting called for Trump. And I remember like everything on the social medias at that time were like, Trump is going to win. Trump's going to win. This is impossible. How did Trump ever manage to pull this out? And I remember going to bed that night looking at the futures, and the futures were lock limit down. Like I'd never seen lock limit down before. think it was like 800 points on the Dow. I don't know what that translates to on the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. And I'm like, well, that's cool. I'll go to bed and I know that I've got some guaranteed profits coming in the morning. Not a whole ton, but I was glad to take it. The next morning I wake up, the market is gangbusters up and goes up for the next 4 years straight, basically. And you would think that that was a great thing for me, but in fact, it wasn't. No, in this case, that I had structured my trade so that it would expire at the end of the week on these options. And whenever it expired, by Friday, it hadn't moved all that much, maybe 1 or 2%, but I needed to move like 5 or 10% to make any money. And I had no idea. I had no idea that I needed to move all that much before I was profitable. So I was staring at this trade like, how, right? Just watching my money evaporate minute after minute, right? And the thing is that you've got to realize that even the best laid plan, the best trade that you could ever put on that you feel like is the greatest trade ever could still fall 50%, right? Instead of doubling like I was expecting, I was looking at, 2/3 of my account being wiped out within a week. So are you ready for that? Right? Are you prepared for that? And that's why I say the number one secret to being a successful millionaire trader is you need to lose more often to grow your account. The best traders in the world have like a 50% win rate or less. I know that that doesn't make sense, but it's because they follow this one simple formula. Cut your losers short, let your winners run out of control. I don't remember where I heard that, but I'll take credit for it all day, every day, because I love that, right? One big winner, one big winner can pay for three, four, even 10 losers if you keep them small. That's the point that I didn't understand at the time. And that's the point that I'm trying to convey to you. It doesn't matter how great of a trade that you feel that it is ready to put on, how great of analysis you've done. If the trade is not going to work out and it turns into a loser, are you prepared? Do you have the right position size? Because one loser can wipe up your account, wipe out your account completely, or one loser can be nothing. One loser can be a scratch. One loser can be a paper cut, right? Because when you set it up this way with one big winner, you're able to pay for three, four, five, 10 losers, and it allows you to stay profitable, even if you have like a 10% win rate. With one big winner paying for 10 losers, it's like that's a less than 10% win rate, in fact. So that's the thing. You've got to be okay with losing more often, taking that risk off the table as fast as you can. And number two, the second secret is that successful traders have super, super low stress levels. Now, if you've been following me, you'll see my trading is very low stress, right? I have a plan where I'm gonna get in, I have a plan where I'm gonna get out. And in the meantime, I don't worry about it, right? And you've probably heard that it takes so much time to be a trader, right? I know that when I first started trading, I heard these stories of people who day traders, right, who just sit in front of their screen, just like glued to it all day long. And I've tried my hand at day trading; it's just not for me. And then I've heard of people who swing trade, kind of like I do, but they would spend hours and hours and hours on the weekends poring over charts instead of spending time with their family. Oh, don't worry, Billy. I'm not going to make it to your softball game, not softball game, your little league baseball game this week, little Billy, because I got to go look at charts for the next 6 hours. Who wants to live like that? Right? Just going down, 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 pushing the down key and looking at charts over and over and over. I, for one, am not about that life, and I don't want you to be either. Right? Um, that is not the lifestyle that I ever wanted to live. And honestly, I don't think it's the lifestyle anybody wants to live, right? I remember thinking, I'll just give up because I'm not going to be stuck in my chair. I'm not going to be doing that. But the thing is that trading does not have to take all that much time at all when you have a set of rules and a plan, right? You'll know where you get in and where you'll get out, and you only have to look at the market a few minutes a day. It sounds crazy because most people have no idea that you can legitimately be very successful in the market with low win rates and low time commitment. But that's what you've got to do, right? You've got to create a plan. This is your action step. Create a plan for what you'll buy and why. And when you do it, makes it incredibly easy because you know when you're going to get in and when you're going to get out. In fact, with Outlier, we make it super easy for you. Even we'll even send you emails to let you know, hey, now's the time to get in or now's the time to get out with our buy and sell signals. And it really doesn't get much easier than that. In fact, here's a few people who have been following their buy and sell signals, right? Like Sebastian here with an 89% win rate. You've got Goran here with an annualized return of 211% on only 13 trades. You've got Leo, 181% gain on that one, Leo. You were rock star there for sure. DN4032, total profit of the week, 377 bucks, right? During the last week, this person earned $391. Outlier paid for itself all on its own, right? Goran here talking about how he made 3,020, but if he had listened to me, he'd actually made 5,340. So there are all these success stories of people who have started trading this way, right? Finding that plan and executing the plan with super, super low stress. And that's the way you're going to have to play the game if you want to be a successful long-term trader, right? And then secret number 3 is that social media has been lying to you and setting you up to fail. You know all about this, right? This shouldn't honestly surprise you whatsoever, right? But you've been probably seen, right? You've probably seen on the internet people saying like, if you're not driving a Lambo, you are not a successful trader. Well, I'll give you a little bit of background here. I had a Mini Cooper. I always wanted a Mini Cooper. If you remember back in the early 2000s, there was 2 movies that had a big impact on me. One was the third Austin Powers movie where he's driving around in a Mini Cooper. I thought that that was so cool. And then right around that time, there was another movie came out, the remake of The Italian Job, and it had, I believe it was Mark Wahlberg, Edward Norton, Charlize Theron. It was this huge cast of high-profile names, and their getaway cars were Mini Coopers. And I was like, man, I gotta have me a Mini Cooper. So when I had the opportunity to buy one in 2015 for cash, I did, and I loved that car. And I drove that car for 8 years. I drove the wheels off that car. I drove that car so hard that the day that I was like, okay, I need a new car, was the day where I walked out into my garage and all the fluids were inside the car were outside the car. And I was like, all right, that's it. Time for a new car. Right. Hey Brian, good to see you. Yeah, the bank job. Exactly. I loved Mini Coopers. And so having the experience to own one was amazing. And then recently I bought a Tesla and I love it so much, right? It's such a fun car to have, but you're never gonna see me post it on social media. Like ever, right? Ever, ever. Never ever. I mean, maybe like, I don't know, here or there, but I'm not putting it out there as if like this is a status symbol. Because to me, this is something I wanted for me. I didn't buy it for you. I didn't buy it to flaunt it. I bought it so I can enjoy it. And my kids love it too. I mean, we were just taking this kid to the water park the other day or earlier this morning. He was like, put it in sport mode. And dadgum, that thing is so freaking fast, right? I love it so much. But the people who are driving around in these rented Lambos, they aren't trading. If you see somebody who's trying to flaunt wealth, that's not how real traders work. That's not how real traders think. The laptop lifestyle isn't real, right? Of course, I know people who take their laptop, go to the beach, do what they need to do, and then go out on the beach, but they're not sitting on the beach in a big old like flamingo floaty with their laptop in front of them. They aren't doing that. Anybody who actually is doing that is trying to scam you. It is just a fact, right? That is not real life trading. And I don't want you to ever, ever, ever feel like you have to be that way because the truth is, the best traders in the world, we have great things, we have nice things, but we're not flaunting it, right? We're putting our money back to work. That's the way I look at it, right? I want to be like Scrooge McDuck one day, swimming through my gold coins. And I am not at all going to be showing you whenever I'm diving into my gold coins and my money bin, right? Because I'm putting my money back to work. So stop following those accounts and start really focusing in on what matters, right? Because more than likely, you're probably already a better trader than most people who are taking these pictures in those rented Lambos. Brian says, I can see now outliers win. I know Teslas. Do you want to be an outlier? No, I don't think that's going to be one of our advertisings there, Brian. But I like the idea, right? Uh, so, do you want to see what's actually working in today's markets? Well, I want to show this to you if that's all right. And it's Outlier, right? Where outliers win. It's smart trading made simple. We save time, make money, start winning with less risk. The number one thing with Outlier are the buy and sell signals. And it's kind of like having the world's best trader point and say, buy here and sell here. So you can make the best trades with the least amount of effort. Then the bull and bear list, right? It's kind of like looking under the hood and easily pinpointing what's going up and what's going down. So you can easily find those hot stocks. And then the price trajectory oscillator, right? It's kind of like a roadmap for where the stock is going. So you can easily identify the trends and the reversals right there on the screen with just a glance. With the behavioral heat map charts, which is one of my favorite parts, right? It's kind of like a rubber band. The more that it stretches, the stronger the snapback gets. So it's looking at the fear and the greed of the market. How fearful or how greedy is it? And like I say, the further it stretches, the harder the snapback will be. And then the uptrend and downtrend indicators. It's like having a red or green light as far as when to buy the stock. So you can clearly identify those trends and avoid the market pullbacks. Hey, Sebastian, glad you made it. And then, one of my very favorite things that I love being able to do with everybody is the Discord that we have that's active every single day, and the live trading room, which I'm going to be doing immediately following this live stream here. It's kind of like having your own team of traders all for your goals, right? So you can see how people are using Outlier successfully every single day. So yeah, we've got the buy and sell signals, the bull and bear list, the price trajectory oscillator, behavioral heat map charts, uptrend and downtrend indicators, the Discord and daily live trading rooms. Total value, if you add that all up, $108,500. And John Louis right there says Outlier rocks. Thanks, John Louis. I appreciate that. But today I'm also going to give you 100% for free, just to say maybe this is right for you, the VIP Investors Toolkit. And inside there is the course that I created with 60, 70, and 80% winners and how we found those. You'll get a copy of the Secret Investing Book, which is 13 secrets that I learned in over a decade of trading. The pre-market checklist that one of our co-founders, Mahesh, put together for his trades, which he is absolutely mopping the floor with it lately. So I would highly check that out. The bullish power cheat sheet, everything that I need to see in order to know that now's the time that I want to get long, and the golden ticket trading strategy, which is exactly what we cover every single day inside the trading room. That's a $1,655 value, 100% for free, with all of this included, total value $110,000. So the option number one is continue to lose in the market. Or option number two, give the world's best AI stock trading assistant a shot for 21 days, 100% for free. Plus, you'll get the VIP Investors Toolkit 100% for free. Plus, we'll actually give you 50% off your first month after your 21-day trial, right? And then at that point, it's only $69 a month, which is super cheap. It's only like $2.30 a day. It's literally less than a cup of coffee. In fact, I just went through Starbucks the other day, got my wife's cup of coffee, and it was $7. I could not believe her coffee was $7. So basically, Outlier is worth less, or it costs less than I'm sorry. You could be an Outlier for 3 days for the cost of one cup of coffee. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's crazy what a deal it is, right? But I'll actually make it even better. Our annual pass is normally $828, but I'll give you 64% off the annual pass today, right? Plus the VIP Investors Toolkit. Plus, I'll give you, let me change the view up a little bit, an autographed copy of the Secret Investing Book, right? Autographed copy sent straight to you, USA only. I do have to put that out there, and a free pass holder exclusive mug, right? The only way you get the autographed copy and the pass holder exclusive mug is by getting the annual pass. So you're going to get 64% off your annual pass, and it's only $299, right? That's literally 82 cents a day. 82 cents a day for everything included, right? Everything included, the bull and bear list, the buy and sell signals, the price trajectory oscillator, the behavioral heat map charts, the uptrend and downtrend indicators, the Discord daily live trading rooms, and VIP Investors Toolkit, 82 cents a day. Give me a break. So the choice is yours. Start your free trial right now and save 50% off your first month after the trial is over, or save 64% on the annual pass. Either way is going to be right for you. I can put it to you that way. This deal ends Monday at midnight. And of course, if you have any questions, send us an email, support@outlier.com. The way that you get this deal is over at outlierdeal.com. That's outlierdeal.com. And then click on one of these two options here. Start your free trial today and save 50% off your first month, or 64% off your annual pass by going to outlierdeal.com. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop in the chat real quick. And then I need to head over and start working with our traders inside of the trading room. Give you just a moment here in case there are any questions. All right. Well, definitely do head over to outlierdeal.com. If I were picking one of these, I would definitely go with the annual pass. That way the exclusive uh, you get the exclusive coffee mug here that you cannot get otherwise, right? You literally can't order this unless you get the annual pass. And just like Six Flags, walking around with your special cup there, and you'll get an autographed copy from me. I have the copies ready to roll. Just basically grab that annual pass, and I'll shoot it to you right away. Thank you so much for coming to today's special live stream. I hope that this was useful, and I hope to see you next time. And for all the outliers out there, I'll see you over in the trading room in just a moment. Talk soon.